Alright, I got a request to kind of do a room tour and kind of go over my lighting and filtering. I'll say right here with the lighting, all my tanks, it's all standard lighting. Whatever came with the tank is the light that I haven't. I haven't gotten anything special. For any of my live plants that need actual light, hopefully they get enough from the bulbs during the evening when I have them on, when I have the blinds closed, but this nice big window here should give my plants all the sunlight they've ever needed. You can see my planted tank is very much in the middle of that. These plants are over on the side just to make sure that they are absolutely getting hit by some sunlight so they can grow nice and big. I made quite a few videos of this tank, so I'm not going to go over much. I'm running two 30-gallon, it's 30-gallon filters, the ones that are made by Topfin. Like this one, my 29-gallon, it's a starter kit. It was my first actual big tank. My little 2-gallon was my first one, and once I could handle 2 gallons, I decided I'm gonna start testing myself, do better, have a real tank, and this is what I started with. Anyways, why I didn't I have two of the same filter in here. Why I didn't stray and go with something else? Oh yeah, Topfin's not all that great. I stayed with what I had because that way I could just buy the same filter media with going to the store. I don't have to look for two different things. I buy one box of the filters and I'm good for a while. So I got two of these running for extra filtering because these are cichlids, African cichlids, and they need the extra filtering big time because they're little eating and waste machines, so it's necessary. Alright, now I'm going to go over to my big tank, my 60-gallon. Let's see here. First, I'm going to show down here. Now, hold on. Let me turn on the light. Alright, not perfect, but good enough. I was asked to go over my filtering, so this is my filter. It is, what the heck is it? It's probably right on the side. It is the Marineland Magnum 350. It is rated for like a 100-gallon tank. So this is a 60-gallon. So with this one canister filter, I'm over filtering it. It's another cichlid tank, American cichlid. So I'm over filtering by 40-gallon rating. If I remember correctly, I think this thing does 350 gallons an hour. Oh, I just got to confirm that's right. Okay. The only thing I'll go over with canister filters is they're great, they're high powered, but man, the hang-on backs are so much easier. I went with a canister filter because of the cichlids I was going with. I wanted high-powered filtering. But man, it's annoying when you have to clean this thing monthly. I basically picked that thing up along with all its tubing that goes in the back there. I carry it back to the bathtub, take it apart in there, change it over, and then you have to scrub out, all of this tubing. And it kind of takes a while. I ended up running some water through it using the bathtub's drain, just run some water through it and get rid of most of it. And then when I hook it back up, I put a little net in front of the outtake so that any little flakes or particles that are going to come out with the strong force that this filter has, it's I'll just catch them. They won't get further into my tank. And then I do a water change every time I change over the filter media for this friggin' filter. This is also the filter that Two Stroke King on Fish Tank TV just got recently. I've had this since January, along with the stand and this tank. I bought it all together. I also use an under gravel filter for this. I think it actually does help clean up the water and kind of, like, you know, there's some of these filters out there that say like, oh, it's water polishing. I think this one, I think it kind of works with these guys to kind of do that, to help pull anything down that actual filter intake right there won't get. And then since I do a weekly water change, I pick up anything that the under gravel filter's been holding. And I make sure I get nice and deep in the rocks and just suck out anything that's actually in the under gravel filter. I don't get perfect. I mean, how can you? But I do pretty well, I think. But I do a weekly water change on this. I get to where the water level is just above the tops of the under gravel filter little outtakes there where the bubbles are coming out. I get to about there, and that's about what I do every week. So that's the info on that tank. Again, lighting is standard. It gets a good amount of light from my big patio door and window right here, so that does pretty good. I don't think there's anything more to add on this. It's kind of from the side view, so you can kind of get a overall look of the thing, but I like it quite a bit. Alright, this is a tank I first started off with. I had like a, I think I still have the video, I had like a balloon belly black molly and a red wag platy or platy, whichever you want to call them. I don't feel like bickering over that. Anyways, I did just do a water change last night. It was getting a little greenish brown. It's nice and clear now, as you can pretty much see. That light's kind of bright, but it's just a little standard light that came with it. I lost a few parts that came with this. Like, I think someone accidentally threw them out while I wasn't using it. So, it's not all here. They still make types like this, but it's a pretty nice little beta tank. He likes it there. I have a whole bunch of duckweed sitting up there, as you can see right there. It's pretty good. I actually cleaned out a lot of duckweed, so I think that's kind of doubled in the amount that I left in there. The stuff grows fast if you put it right in front of a window. What else to say? This sword almost totally died off. I had it in the little African cichlid tank. It just wouldn't take off. It started to wilt. It just didn't have enough nutrients. The tank was kind of redone, too new, and it just wasn't enough. Now, why I'm zoomed in here is you see kind of like a little kind of reddish leaf right in the middle there. You can kind of make it out. Hi, Beta. That is how my new growths on this plant come in. They come in really kind of red, like almost looking like the clay that most of us with the planted tanks use. This is a dirted tank, by the way. There's the dirt. You finally see it in one of my videos. But yeah, that just showed up today. I don't know if this tank was getting a lot of light. I got home pretty late. But in the next few days, like in 3 days, that leaf will be like as big as this one, where it's just a few inches below the duckweed level. So this plant takes off pretty well when it starts growing. Okay. And there's no filtering on that tank, by the way. There just isn't really a need to. Okay. This tank. This is my 10-gallon dairy tank. Not a whole lot special to it. Now, all this plant life that I put in here, other than like these swords, is all new. Also, well, the floating anacris, that isn't new. I put some new duckweed in here, but that was from the beta tank. And here is my dinosaur. Now, is it dinosaur bitcher? Because I looked that up on dictionary.com, and it was a little vocal thing for Microsoft Sam to pronounce it, and every time it just sounded like bitcher, so here's my dinosaur bitcher, folks. If Microsoft Sam is wrong, then oh well, I've been misinformed. Little gourami, bunch of little guppies in here. All the guppies in here come from one pregnant female. Sorry, adjusting the camera. One of my Cory cats. Now, with the few Cory cats I actually started to buy, these two right here. One is supposedly an emerald green. The other one is just a green Cory cat. To be honest, I haven't been able to find anywhere else but like PetSmart saying that, like, oh, it's two different species. I think it's the same species. Oh well, I'm fine with it. I'm kind of just getting into Cory cats and liking them. And here's the sad thing. Here are my 3 neon tetras that are left. I used to have more than that. I had like 7. But I had a few little problems in this tank and lost a few of them. And I have 2 gouramis in here. They're both males. Let's see here. Here's my eel. He loves to sit in the gravel. And nice to see he's finally moving, so I know he's not friggin' dead. Kinda cool to just see him kinda hovering there. Anyways, let's see. Oh, there's my other little Cory cat. Okay, and ghost shrimp. Okay, I have red liquigia. God, I always sort of trip over that, but sort of say it right every time I go to say it. Next to it, that's Scarlet Temple. Now this one that's right on the corner here, what was it? I couldn't say it in the store, and the one girl grabbing the plants for me pronounced it correctly, and I didn't listen to her, but I'm sure I could look it up and, you know what it is in 2 seconds. I'm sure someone out there knows exactly what it is right away. So, yeah, if you know that plant there, okay, I have that too. I have one there, and I put another one back there, back by my filter and air stone. For filtering on this tank, since I was asked to go over what I do with filters. Now, this is another Top Fin starter kit, just a 10-gallon starter kit. So they gave me a 10-gallon filter. So that's all it is a standard Top Fin meant for a 10-gallon filter. I don't know if I will be able to see it back here. I put 2 little curly top bamboos up here to help with the filtering. I think you can kind of see with my filter, it, like, all the water kind of falls back in, like it's already filled the filter cartridge with dirt and whatnot, and it's kind of back falling in out of where it comes in at, which Dustin's already said that that's fine, so I guess it's alright. But this is showing my filtering. I have this open like this, and the cat always comes up here and drinks. I give her water in a little dish, she won't drink it. She comes up here, drinks out of my friggin' tank. So, not much more to go over. Again with this, standard lighting, nothing special. I have two different sized clown loaches in here. One's kind of big, one's kind of teeny. I think they're starting to work away on my snails. You see a few there on the glass, but I used to have a lot bigger snail problem. So I think they're slowly but surely taking care of them. At least one of them is. So this tank's doing pretty good. I do have to do water changes on it often, but I think it might be because I have such a guppy population in here. I really should just start feeding them to my cichlids just to kind of get rid of them. Like there's a pregnant female right there. She's getting ready to burst already. She was a baby just like a month ago. There's my one clown loach. That's the bigger one, I think. Yeah, that's the bigger one. Oh yeah, there's one in there. I have two other small tanks that I just have plants in, and like maybe one or two snails that happen to be on the plants in that room. It's in the bedroom, in the windowsill. But it's just really to grow out plants for now. And I don't have any fish in there yet. I'm about to have a little trip, so I will deal with that later and check it out later. This is a peppered Cory cat that just came up on the rock. Yeah, other than that, I can't really think of anything. I better end this damn video. It's getting fucking long, but yeah, that's the tour of my active fish tanks with actual fish in them. So, hope you liked it.